Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to another recording session of Hearthstone. Let's see what we can trade out here. I assume we've got a new Tavern Brawl, and we've got a Watch and Learn. So I guess the Watch and Learns are always going to hand out these packs. Have they always been handing out these packs? I don't know. We'll do that, I guess, at the end of this recording, just on screen. It'll be kind of a interesting retrospective of what a new player's game is like. I'll have to launch it from my cell phone, which is an issue, but so we'll focus here on Hunter and Priest. We may get Priest to max level. So the Super Bowl recently happened, decks assembled, all Vazaros want to brawl for you, start with a small deck, recruit as you go, then send them to fight over and over again. This is play as Priest, I guess. Just saw an article about how Hearthstone Deck Tracker is the name of a new virus. So there's a virus out there that's renaming itself to Hearthstone Deck Tracker. I would assume if you go to the link in my video, or if you make it to the right website and download it, you're fine. And if you've already got it installed, you're fine. At least for the moment. Build your team as you play. Good luck. So we're gonna just play with some chickens. Pick a new card for your hand. Well, I'll take this. This. When you play a card, shuffle a copy into your deck. Interesting.
Job's done.
So this is one of those where now I have what? Two chickens and a coin in my deck. And there's 3 probably other chickens in there. Now return. And why did we get this? See, this isn't even Hearthstone at this point. Where did the other guy go? He turned around. He disappeared. Like, the character I just picked was useless to me. I really wanted to use him. Well, so again, I guess I'll just take the highest mana thing and see if that gives me 4 cards next turn. Let's see, give 1 minion an extra attack. Give 1 minion a extra health. Play the coin. What's gonna happen when I hit the maximum, the maximum of 30. Is that just gonna keep on going? And again, I've lost that card, but I'm getting coins, so I think it makes all the sense in the world to keep on playing coins. I will have 3 mana next turn, so that's 2. That leaves me potentially a 3 mana creature I can summon. But this is totally not Hearthstone. This is just some ridiculous something or other. I don't even know what you would call it. Hit the start of your turn, destroy all of your minions. Whenever a secret is played, do that. It would be kind of funny to do Doomsayer, but it's pointless. So we'll take this one and play it.
I'll never tell.
Play this. And then I guess we'll play the coins and kill this one for 1. Attack the face, attack the face, attack the face, end the turn. So here's those 2 cards I had lost. It must be just like reshuffling them back into the deck. Every turn. So
What to do?
my deck now is up to 8 cards, and probably 8 of them are chickens and coins. I need to start building it up with other things. I also need to get rid of that guy. Let's see. Take this one, play this.
Magic detected.
Give one of these guys some extra attack. Attack this. 1, 2, 3, 4. End the turn. So if I could get a secret or two, play this one several times. I'm not really building up my deck though, am I? No, I really am. I'm not. Maybe it only puts one copy of every card in your deck and then randomly chooses. So there may only be one coin in there. That would make a little bit more sense. Which one do I want to play? This one or this one? I'm gonna take this one.
Your magic shall not save you.
Make that pretty useless. Let's see. Go ahead and kill one of these. And play
I'll
this.
never tell.
I guess I might as well just not bother with the coin. And then oh man, did I have another attack? I think I did. Darn it. So it's not going to be a particularly long conversation about what's going on in my life. I'm playing Dead Island. Well, I don't know. I might be halfway through the city. I got to the city, but it only has been like 2 or 3 episodes, so 2 or 3 hours, and I think whenever your hero takes damage, this minion takes it instead. Give a minion +2 attack this turn. Alright. So, how do we want to kill this guy? This way. This way. Play this.
You call that a weapon?
Take that guy out. Play a chicken. Play a chicken. Face. 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 In the turn. I know Dead Island's gonna be a lot quicker running through the sections. The city is sort of big, but not really, because of the way it's designed. It feels very much like a prototype to Dead Island. And then the forest is almost just a straight A to B to C mission, and the prison is almost a straight A to B to C mission. The only difference is, as you get to the next sections, the level and the density of the zombies gets stronger. And we've already seen that in the cities. Instead of being mobbed by 3 or 4 zombies, now we're getting mobbed by 5 or 6 zombies. Plus there's a new guy. Discover a new basic power. Change the minion's health to be attack. I'm gonna take this one. This one is actually quite useful. How's it? Change a minion's attack to be equal to its health. Can't be targeted by hero powers. Darn it!
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Move quickly. Die, mate.
There we go, we're gonna win, so it doesn't matter. Here we go, we could play this and double somebody's attack. Would have been really nice if I could target this with a spell. It seems like it's going slightly slow on Dead Island, and again I feel like I'm falling behind on You Don't Know Jack.
Shush!
And so I need to record more of those. I had hoped that I could have powered through it, but I'm getting maybe 5 episodes a day, 6 episodes. Not as many as I would want. I've swung the other direction as far as... There you go, we'll double hit that one. Discover 2 cards. Alright, let's see, we'll take that. We'll take that. Wow, did it give me the same things? This. And play this.
I'll never tell.
There we go. And 3 blinds. Wow, we're almost to level 60. We get that pack. We're done with this. I don't know, we may very well just get this all done real quick. Let's change the Hearthstone deck tracker. Let's come over here. Play a little rank play, I guess, with the priest. I want to kind of stall here, but it really wouldn't be terrible if I just went a little short. I have so many Hearthstone episodes that still need to be uploaded, and Hearthstone is already so far ahead that by comparison I am falling behind everything else just in comparison.
Shall bring victory.
And I'm still not 100% sure how I'm gonna fix this. The whole dialysis thing still is in question. That's the worst part about medical issues, is that nothing happens fast.
In the light's name.
Nothing happens fast. So I still don't have a clue how we're gonna do that. But I'm also, if I had a clue, if I knew that I wasn't gonna end up spending hours and hours 3 times a day, 3 times a week, ooh, 3 times a day would be even worse. 3 times a week is pretty bad. But if I knew I was going to have that time, and I really wouldn't be able to play any modern or AAA games on that, I would probably be forced, just out of boredom, to be doing more You Don't Know Jack. One of the things that I've realized is that, let's see, heal this guy. about to say. You Don't Know Jack just started airing. It's not, like all my episodes, it's not really getting views. In a lot of ways, this retrospective footage making is kind of just like wasted effort. Maybe I could call it training. Maybe it's training towards 2017 when we buy new games, but I just did The Witness and I'm putting that out extra, and that's 2 is not really
Embrace the void.
it's not really getting any views. Now, as far as The Witness, that was kind of my own fault. I stumbled there, would be, I guess, the right thing. I waited a couple days after it came out, and I said to myself, well, I guess we'll do it later. And then I felt like, uh-oh, if I keep watching other people play it, which is what I was doing, I'm gonna have all of the things spoiled for me. And that's pretty much exactly what happened. Even the couple of days I had seen enough of the people do enough of the puzzles that I ran through a lot of sections, and
I'll show them. I'll show
and then I was never gonna really have as much of a struggle on it as everyone else. There's definitely gonna be some easier trip for me than others, just because I'm pretty good at puzzles. I even did the certain challenge, and I heard people on the Bombcast talk about that, and they're just saying like, no, I'll never be able to do that. And you know what? I said the exact same thing too, so I understand that thought, but it's not. But if you put enough time into it, it really does work.
In the light's name.
Job's done.
So I think the certain challenge gets easier, so you just need like a lucky break on it. But I was able to do it, and that would be certainly cool if really only 0.1% of players actually get that, and I'm one of them. But I wish I had more achievements like that, real achievements, not just fake in-game achievements, to stand on. And I probably do, it's just they're not documented or written down anywhere. I'm sure there's several things I've done in playing video games that not that many people have played. There might be even a few games I've played that only a rare selection of people have done. But I think that's probably true for most players. And my playstyle has never been that obsessive. So I probably haven't done that an extraordinary amount. Here's my last chance. There goes my last chance. I'm gonna lose. Oh darn. If this gets me to level 60, though, I'm not really too upset about it. I saw an article where they asked several famous Hearthstone players, I didn't recognize any of them, but I assume they're famous Hearthstone players, about the whole standard wild change. They were all mostly for it. I imagine they all understood this was going to happen, and they in general seemed like they wanted change for any reason whatsoever,
The
because
light shall bring victory.
if you are a pro Hearthstone player, one of them quite accurately said, like, there's only going to be 5 top tier 1 decks in the metagame, and it gets very boring to play those same 5 decks over and over again.
In the light's name.
There will be, one of them mentioned, yes, there will be a constant new struggle for deck building where you're going to have to do more deck building to replace cards that are getting banned, assuming it's not an easy and obvious one-to-one change. It may very well be that they just put new art on an old card.
Job's done.
Like if Light Warden here got banned, if they just changed the name and stopped calling it Light Warden, but it was still a 1 mana, 1 attack, 2 health, with the ability that every time a character is healed it gets +2, well then you just say anywhere there's Light Warden in any of my decks I replace it with new Light Warden. Now I don't know how much of that they can really do though before people just get frustrated with it and say you're not even the cards you are banning are rarely that different. So it's always a question when I should play those cards. The Villain's Chosen, isn't that what it's called? Yeah. Started my turn destroying. Darn it. Well, I'm only gonna get 1 use out of this, so heal this guy, get it to 7,
Face the
attack,
light.
do this. I could have played a little bit better, but I didn't, so I'm gonna just end the turn. So next turn I play this, then this
I am master of magic.
on him. I could have played this on him last turn, then healed the other guy.
How many fingers do you see?
In the light's name.
End the turn. It's El Guapo. Didn't they catch that guy? Probably is just a nickname that lots of people use. So, what else?
I wonder.
After I finish Dead Island, which is taking longer than I have, than I wish it would have, I want to focus in probably on Salmon Max Season 3. If I can get Salmon Max Season 3 done, I want to wrap up that
I wonder.
time slot and move it. And I don't know why I want to move it, per se. Maybe I should move Hearthstone. That might be an interesting thought. I guess I could do that whenever I felt like it. Honestly, it would just be a matter of how much work do I want to do with it. But I kind of should think about that.
How many fingers do you see?
Hearthstone is supposed to be at the end, but if... But it got pushed to before the end?
Face the light.
And so now,
Does this
in
hurt?
the television, TV channel metaphor, the talk show happens, and then the AAA mature game, usually mature game, happens. But then, like, the point-and-click adventure games aren't working as best as they could in that slot. The real problem there is, again, it's like I've said several times, it's just going from Lego to anything doesn't really work. So So even though I know the point-and-click adventures are gonna be slightly inappropriate, they're probably the least inappropriate compared to anything else. I could have
Does this hurt?
healed that guy. That might have been a better move. Oh well. In turn, we've got this. Next turn I can play this and this if this one's still alive. Otherwise, if both of them are alive, I can take that out. If just this one's alive, I can heal and get closer.
You smell like a
Probably could play this and then this. How many things can I do? 5, 7. Can't do all of these cards. Interesting moves I have to do. 4 damage this way. I need to heal this. I need to do this. 2 damage to heal. I'll die no matter what I do. So if I do this to start off with, that gets me back up. Now I can make this 8 and then 16 then attack. And I guess that's what I should do. Now I'm back to 11 in the turn. I have a bunch of small independent games that I need to cover. I probably could just...
Are you afraid of the dark?
If I heal this guy, do this, and then play that. Shame, I'm 1 short. Oh well. I probably could just wrap up You Don't Know Jack right now and start playing any of those 99-cent games. And then just say we're gonna take a break from it. You know, if I just did like 1 more day of it, or even 1 more episode of it, I could probably play an entire 99-cent game. Because I have a lot of cell phone port, like mirror puzzle games that would only take like an hour or 2. And if I tried to just play through some of those, that would be kind of cool.
You win this time.
It would give me something different. It would help me narrow, work down my list. There definitely is a split there between like AAA big budget games, or at least big and ambitious indie games, and then not so ambitious games. Games that I'd like to play once, but not particularly know they're only going to take an hour or 2
For Doomhammer.
at
The
most.
light shall bring victory.
So if I did something like that and made it 30 minutes, if I know it's 2 hours, or just make it 30 minutes no matter what, there's kind of some question. I could get into one of those games and it would be like, I don't know how long it is, because I won't. I don't think how long the beat is gonna have them in their records that I would check. Of course, I spent all of The Witness, as a side note, saying that it took him like 12 years to make that game. That's what I had heard. Turned out it took him like 7 years to make the game. The point stands either way. Whenever I would say that, it's like how incomplete and not a game that is, the Witness is. But 12 years is excessive. Doom is about to come out, which, I don't know, I've never been really a fan of Doom, as I'm bouncing off the walls here in this conversation. But it's an interesting thought. Doom 3 wasn't very popular. Doom 1, Doom 2 were very popular. Mostly, I think, because it was shareware that you could just get non-stop. There were floppy disks and CD-ROMs of shareware that were handed out in magazines and when you got a new computer over and over again. And so I can't even tell you how many times I've played like Doom 1 Level 1 Act 1, which is the shareware part, and really the best part from what I recall.
The damned stand ready.
And then never bought the rest of it.
May my ancestors watch over me.
One shot, one kill.
There was one game I played on the CD-ROM. I'm trying to remember what it was, but I don't remember it at all. I'll never remember it. Oh well. Coin. This. Kill all those.
Someone call for dinner.
I don't even really need to make any more You Don't Know Jacks, do I? I could just record a small game, squeeze it in there after that and say, we're gonna take a small break from You Don't Know Jack, it'll come back, and try not to rhyme when I say that.
In the light's name.
And then cover a small game, squeeze it in that time slot, then just come back to You Don't Know Jack.
Handle it!
It could always be there, but I do need to fill in that time slot more than anything else, and I'm not mentally capable. Playing games that I don't want to play is proving to be an issue. If I'm just not feeling it after a few hours, I should just do everybody a favor and end it. Go.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Turn. I may not win this one, but I think I will make it to max level 60.
Give me a quest.
Now the interesting question is, how many minutes is it going to take me to play the other game on my cell phone? I guess at 35 minutes now, that gives me 10 minutes. Let me carefully...
I wonder.
not disable something as we're recording, hopefully. Click on the wrong icon. Click on the right icon. See what updates and downloading need to happen.
There is little time.
When you see it says the other one has come online, that will be my alternate account that's not worth anybody trying to follow. Go ahead and turn that volume down. There we go. In the turn there. So once this game's over, I'll just run over to the watching bar. My alternate account still hasn't unlocked everybody. Here we go. What is he doing? So when I was reading the article about the Hearthstone deck tracker being targeted as a virus, it linked to another article where people were saying that it is kind of cheating because it's giving you perfect memory that no human would have, even though technically you could write down everything. And the way they phrased it, it's like high-level players are saying that it should be banned. I'm like,
In the light's name.
doesn't seem like that's the case, really, though, because I see everybody on Twitch using it, and so if it really is the case that people think it should be banned, no Twitch streamer seems to think it should be banned. I think it helps my viewers quite a lot to see what cards are in the deck, because that's the constant question people are going to have in their mind. While I personally might be able to memorize
In the light's name.
memorize what's going on, nobody else, no new viewer would be able to memorize that. Let's see.
Well played.
So, yeah, I would never take it off. And look at what rank we're at. We're at rank 20, and we're struggling to get to rank 19. So, having the Hearthstone deck tracker installed isn't just going to inherently get you way up in the ranks. You can definitely see that. Okay. This is a problem. This is a problem.
Ready for action!
This is no good.
Fine, I'll hear.
So I don't think he has enough to kill me this turn. But he very well may have enough to kill me next turn. Nope, he's got enough. Oh, well play that. That seems like that was a fine struggle. And there we did it! Level 60 on the priest. The priest has now officially joined the level 60 team with paladin and mage. That means our new focus is going to be with our lowest character, which is the druid, but I think we're gonna play warlock. I think warlock's my new best friend, at least until the mech deck that he has built is out of that. So now we spectate. Let's bring cell phone around, solo adventure, and hop into a normal practice mode against the character I haven't beaten, which would be one more character that not beat. Let's see what it is. We have a druid, we have a priest, we have a mage, we have a hunter, shaman, warlock, paladin, warrior. I haven't beaten a rogue. Okay, mage deck against the rogue. Ah, it would have told me that. Anyways. Spectate. Don't talk to myself, spectate.
Jaina versus Valera.
Watch your back.
So
You
this
asked
is
for it.
slightly more distracting to play this way. It's not a huge difference, but it is a little confusing to be looking at your cell phone and the TV, spectating it, and the sound coming from the TV, and all of that.
Job's done.
When I'm playing Dead Island, it seems like they did kind of do a decent job with surround sound in that game, and I do seem to spend a lot of time hearing a zombie coming towards me before
You
I
like my invention?
actually see them. A lot of times I don't even see them when they're right up on my face because they're slightly off. What does this card do? I would draw 2 cards. That's not useful.
I hope you like my invention.
We'll do that again. I have no idea what's in my deck, but it doesn't look like it's a real mage deck, so I'll just play this card right now. Here, I've highlighted the wrong thing with the mouse. Sorry. So I would love to have a surround system, well, use my surround system while playing it, but I just have no idea how you would do that. I don't imagine. Here, I'm trying to play with the mouse. I just don't see how you could mentally. Let's get rid of this guy.
Job's done.
I don't see how any microphone whatsoever could be set so well that a surround system would work. So, assuming it was a 5.1, which is what I have in my area here. Deal 3 damage to the enemy hero. Again, trying to play with the mouse, that's not gonna work.
They'll never know what.
I could then 5.1 is center, front left, front right, side left, side right. So if there was like a noise isolation all wrapped around like a professional microphone, so that it was only getting the audio mostly that was directly in front of it, maybe, just maybe, you could try and do something there and not get a bunch of interference. But I really have a hard time believing that would actually be the case. Let's do this, and then do this, attack the face,
Job's done.
and then end the turn. It would be really nice, but that's just not. It's not realistic. You'd be adding noise to a room, and that's the last thing you want in a recording studio. Now, if I had like, I don't know if you can really even have or find an expensive like 7.1 headset system. In general, I've always kind of thought of those to be ridiculous gimmicks. A surround sound headset. And I don't know if you can get a good quality of one of those, but nor did I. Maybe it would be alright. It probably would be alright to just get a cheap one if it worked. Now that would make more sense. I should be wearing a headset right now. There should be no game audio going towards anywhere close to the microphone that I'm speaking into, but that's just not how it is right now.
They'll never know what.
I guess I'm done with that turn.
One shot, one.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
Wow, I'm about to lose if I'm not careful. And these practice plays are designed to let you always win. I suppose I should be using the practice plays a lot more than I do.
Handle it!
Because there's been a lot of times when I've been desperate for a win, and it has never occurred to me to just go play in practice mode. With my major deck,
One shot,
yeah, I could have won so many games. So this guy would have won. This guy would have won. There we go. Hey, I'm up to rank 8. And I've unlocked a rogue. And I've unlocked some more cards. And I've got 100 gold. I still haven't thought about what I'm going to spend the gold on, but almost certainly what I'm going to do is says I've unlocked expert level opponents. Interesting. So when I go back, I'm looking at the phone, I could play them on expert at least, and head to the card pack shop and buy a card pack. I don't even know what I would want to buy. Cards. I'm looking at the cell phone version here, and there you go. With exactly 100 gold. Let's open our card packs over here. See what we got. Well, I open the card packs on the cell phone too. The odds are very low buying classic packs, opening classic packs, that any of them are going to be those legendaries we need. So how many legendaries have we really got through opening card packs? I would like to know that number. I doubt anything could tell me. So we're up to 200. You would think that would be nice and helpful, but without 400, it doesn't matter. I guess we're slowly filling in our classic pack so that we are sure we have 2 of everything. But I haven't had the experience where I felt like, oh, if I only had a second copy of this card. I really haven't had that experience very much. So yeah, there's nothing there. There's nothing that's that interesting. Even if we, like, if we just look at classic cards, and start looking at like the legendaries and the things we're missing. Doomsayer, it would be nice if we had it, but I don't know if I'd ever spend 400 dust for it. Millhouse, Mana Storm, Nate Page. It's all these very rare cards. Harrison Jones, Leroy Jenkins. So you want to talk about cards that should be banned? Why not Harrison Jones and Leroy Jenkins? There's some cards that will never get banned because they're classic cards, and they get used all the time. The Beast gets used all the time. Baron Gideon sometimes gets used. Alex Strozzi gets used sometimes. Ursa, Deathwing, Molten Giant. Some of the legendaries right here are the things that should be banned. And then we have the Grand Tournament. I guess we could look at that and think it's kind of the same thought. Since there are less cards in the Grand Tournament, I could have a fuller collection. But it right now feels very much like when the new expansion happens, what's gonna happen? What will happen is I'll drop the ball and not be able to buy any Goblins vs. Gnomes card, and I'll just buy 60 packs of the new expansion, or 50 packs of the new expansion and 10 packs of standard, which would probably be a big mistake. But what I know isn't a mistake is that we are done for this recording, so as always I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.